Good, well, morning for me. Hey guys. So, a couple things have happened. Recorded a video, it ran out of space on my hard drive, it didn't finish, it didn't close the video properly, video's gone. Bad, because it was just, I actually got the sniper rifle, which really was annoying. But then I went on this rampage that just was horrible, so... oh, that was this... No, the sniper rifle one actually recorded and I uploaded that. But then I went to a bandit camp and I actually was able to take out one of the snipers. You know, sniper versus sniper kind of thing. Anyway. The long and the short of it is, there's a bunch of video that got lost because it didn't get saved because the hard drive space ran out. And this is Linux. So it wasn't as easy as just throwing another hard drive in and saying change recording location or anything. It was actually 2 days of education here. Kind of. So now I know how it mounts. I've got it. I moved my stuff over. It's actually in the same folder. It was really cool. So then this morning I get up and I'm like, gonna make some videos. I get on and I do a new bag video. And I went to upload it just now and it didn't exist. Because I hadn't turned the recording software on because it had been off for a couple of days. I always leave it running in the background kind of thing for a couple days, but when it kind of takes some resources, so at one point in the last couple days I've shut it off and I forgot to turn it back on. So we are now going to make the bag video a second time this morning. If you haven't seen the game or the videos, this is awesome. This would be a great place to start. So what I'm going to do is, for those of you who have seen it, unfortunately, you're going to hear all the, hey, this is something new, this is something there. So what I'm going to do, it's telling me to check this. Yeah, okay, I get that. Okay, anyway, inventory is an I. This is what you start with, 12 slots. Gonna leave it up for a second just so I get a good screenshot of it because it's going to be part of my front page, obviously. Okay. Grab a saw. Now, what these little indicators show that you can actually make this your house. So we're going to grab this bag upgrade. There's usually stuff in the trunk, and oh, look at that. I don't think I've started with the axe off the trunk in a long time. Okay, this is good. Okay, now we are at which location? Oh, we're here. Awesome. Alright, so for this video I'm going to leave the foliage on. It does not lag my computer. You will see me with it off a lot of the time, and that is because loot. It's hard to see. What? Okay. I gotta figure out where I am exactly. I don't think I've ever been up there. Oh, there's the tower. Okay, so we're at the base of the tower. That is awesome. We got shotgun shells with a pistol. Oop. And feathers, as you'll soon find out, are something I will always loot because they are so valuable. Lashing is also kind of cool. Candy bars, no. It didn't look like there was anything up there. Alright. There isn't, and there's nothing up here. Well, except a branch. Which I'll grab because Branches are always kind of important. Alright, so that was an unexpected plus. Now, things have different stacking heights. Some things are 8, some things are 16, some things are 32. So, branches tend to be 16. Ores and metal seem to be 8. And I think matches are 32 amongst... there's other things as well. It's just... So we're going to hit our first tower. Has nothing in it. Has... I grab all ammunition. Oh, there's a hammer over here if I remember right. Yeah, there we go. Now, bonus for this video, I'm going to hopefully appropriately label it if I remember right. We're going to do both the bag. We're going to completely give you all your bag slots, and we're going to get the car running. And a second pistol. I think I'm going to leave that pistol only because we're still... No, I'm going to grab it. You know why? Because we're going to be at a vehicle soon, so we can just drop it in there. Up top here, there is nothing behind here. There never is. Hopefully one day that'll change. Come on. Stay up here. Okay, I think that's always the SUV. Up here, I've seen both the truck and the SUV, and this time it is the SUV. Right, we have chickens. There's usually deer. There's the deer. And another deer. My broken leg pills. And 4 rounds. Up. Inventory. Okay, so 2. Load the gun. Gives me a bag space back. Now, down here, there is a bag. This is a level, a 3-slot bag. I am going to skip this bag. It only gives you, you still have to hunt down the same number of bags, and I know where there's, basically there's enough for 1 extra. I have an extra bag in my repertoire of places to find. So we're gonna skip that one just for the point of I don't know. The only other place I've seen a 3-slot bag was to go into a bandit camp, and I kind of don't want to do that, so this is all about doing it without fighting. The only thing you're going to run into a couple times might be a bear. Running Thunder is the way I like to nickname them. Okay, so here's that other tower. We were just on the other side of this tower earlier. Oh no. I suppose I could do that. The crowbar is very important. The crowbar will get you into locked doors. That spark plug we would it be grabbing except that I have no bag space? Now, let's see. The bottom drawer on filing cabinets never works. Just so you know. Alright. This is the first cabin that we're going to come across. Starting here. I mean, there's like 7, 1, 2, 3. There's at least 4, maybe as many as 6 places you can start. Now I could make this my place. That means if you die, that's where you'd come back. I'm not gonna do that. Over here is where the another 2 bag spaces are. Upgrade that. I believe this is empty. No, this is the filing cabinet. With the bandages, I always forget that. And more broken ankle. If you sprain your ankle, you can still move, but you're only moving at walking speed. You hold down the shift to run, and I think it uses your stamina, but you're still walking. It's not a lot of fun. Here's one of the other starting places, which isn't too far from where we actually did start. But every starting place has 2 more bag spaces. And some matches. I'm going to grab this and this. I do not need the saw. For purposes of getting set up and such, we're going to continually check everything, obviously. I'm going to take this spark plug out. Now you'll see time is compressed. It says it's going to take 3 minutes, but it only takes seconds. But time in the game actually passes for 3 minutes. And now we're going to come over here and we're going to put it all in. Put 2 tires on. That takes 10 minutes. That will take 10 minutes. That will take 3. The other thing we're going to do is some of the stuff we've been collecting that we're not going to use, we're going to throw in here. I'm not going to be opening any locked doors. We're not going to be hammering or sawing anything in any near future. Lashing we're going to put in here because we definitely don't want to be losing that. Combat knife I could probably put here. The extra pistol I'm going to put it back up in here. The ammunition is going to get clumped together. These are like food, necessities. Alright, so... And this is why I like to grab the SUV early. Later on you can get the pickup... I say later on, and I mean that so dang not late. Like J2 or 3. With this video, you're going to be able to get your car, your vehicle, in the first day. Along with your bag spaces. And we can literally drive to a pickup truck, fill up the truck, and move all this stuff over to the truck. And grab enough containers, like suitcases and boxes, to give that pickup truck more storage space and still pick up other things, you know, like water tanks and such like that. Now there's where we originally started, right over in that area. Okay, and this is that camp that we came running over to. Okay? Kind of giving you a perspective of where we are. Because there are other things out here. Now there's roads, and yeah, you can follow the roads. First, they're harder to see with the graphics up, with the all these things added like it is. I don't know if I've ever found anything in one of those. I do always find myself looking though. This is a little spot. This is one of the places I've thought about actually setting up shop. These are movable. These are not stuck there. So if we do not set up here, we will be coming by and picking it up with our pickup truck. And I don't need any of that stuff. And there is nothing in here. One of the reasons I like this location, and I haven't used it yet. That's why I'm considering this as being one of the primary places I might build, is because it's really close to the main road. That road goes, you know, all the way down from. It runs along this edge of the map. Okay, you've seen why we go up on top, and look at that. Bag space. Now this one, that bag I only found 2 or 3 last season, I think it was. Last series. Series. Yeah, we're not TV. We're YouTube. So that got me, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was looking for stone or something silly, and I was having a hard time finding it. And I ended up going up on top just to take a look to see if anything had dropped there, and you know, discovering that. I knew about a couple of guns. There's a shotgun I knew about prior to that, and there was rumor, you know, prior to patch 3.0 that there was a hunting rifle on top of a building. So it began the whole, let's get on top of all the buildings and check it out. But I never found the hunting rifle, so that kind of stopped. Okay, now I've slowed down and took a couple of moments to listen, because this is actually bear country. There's usually bear out here somewhere. More rounds, more bandages. Now, another spark plug. I've already got the spark plug. Okay, over here we have both a tire and a battery. Now we're in need of 2 tires, a battery, and an engine. And now there's the second tire. So now we need we've got the battery. So all we're lacking right now to get that vehicle running is an engine. And that will make life so much easier. Oh. Folks, that was a jackpot. I'll grab that. More matches. Look at this. And this is a workbench. It is mobile. You can steal it. And I probably will at some point. Back here is pretty much nothing. It's just an area. The motel really doesn't have anything in it for us. There's stuff sitting on counters and, you know, just normal loot. We can go there, and we will at some point, just not right now. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to run over here. We're going to grab an engine that I know is sitting outside of the vehicle. And then we're going to go back, and we're going to get our vehicle. And that will make gathering the rest of these... look at that, right there. Now, once, during one of my episodes in one of the previous seasons, I broke this up. And that's when I first noticed this battery. And I thought it had dropped out of that and plopped there. And I tried way too long to try to get that battery. That battery is there for nothing but show. Alright. We are now officially out of stamina, so what I'm gonna... Oh, the stamina's not out. Why was I running slow? So we're literally just gonna run back and get our vehicle. And this is how, you know, easy it can be to gather your stuff. It's a lot of playthroughs. I mean, I've done this... Well, I was doing hardcore seasons at first. And what do I mean by hardcore seasons? Well, I would play until I died. And then I would start over. Boy, was that frustrating. Because I would die sometimes on the stupidest thing. See, now there's the 32 count on those. I'm going to grab that too. Oh. You know what we don't have? Petrol. I'm going to go up and put this up there anyway. We're this close. I know of 2 cans offhand. One of them being the jerry can, which is like a World War II term for the cans that hold fuel. Yeah, so we're gonna grab those, we're gonna drop this stuff off, and then we're gonna continue on. And now we're running out of stamina. But that'll all be gone when I do this. 20 minutes. Entire. Now, these vehicles that you can drive, which will always have the little white man icon above them, they are only uh-oh. We have a fog coming in. No, I don't want to put... I want to put things over here, not take them out. This in here. Now, see, I've filled up a stack of matches already, so that's good. The pail. Oh my god, I got a pail. So we're going to go up into one of those towers. This one here, actually. Because while you still hear birds, there are not any infected out. It is safe to run around. But that will end shortly. And once it does, the sound will change dramatically. Actually, this time I think I'm going to loot everything in here. And see, these drawers are not accessible. This is, we're gonna move this even. We'll move this down the road. Okay, so now number 7 will give you this thing so you can sleep on the floor. I'm gonna sleep as 1 hour. It will wake me up when the sound changes. And there you are. And now you just need to pass 2 hours. Mist lasts about 2 hours. There we go. Now, one thing I do with these is I just tend to go boop and drop it. And there it is. Now, if you don't watch yourself, you can lose something like this pretty easy. Trying to put one on a truck, I think one of my first episodes, a suitcase went flying. Alright, so we're going to leave that there. We're going to run down this way. Because the closest place that I know absolutely positively there's always one there is in the upstairs of the friendly barn. We have 2 barns. There's a friendly barn and there's a not so friendly barn. There's also bag space in the friendly barn, and there's also a bag space right around the corner from the friendly barn. So we're going to go grab all that. And then grab fuel on the way back. It's a starting location. Yeah, we're just kind of heading out to the road. Now there is no map button, unfortunately. Got to keep an eye on the time. It's 2 o'clock, 2:40. As I said, every time you pass time, obviously, it's just a kind of a compression thing, and it kind of goes by way too fast. So you need to be careful with that. We are in bear territory again. There are bear signs up by those towers, but I've never seen a bear there. Now, if for whatever reason you don't want to start with that, and you want to, and those 2 up there are SUVs coming down here, and this can be the SUV as well. This is just a chance of something else. There's like no fuel in that one. Oh, there's a vest. I'm not going to grab that because that's in really bad shape, and psh, a bad fall might kill it. Okay, there's a bit of stuff in here. I'm not going to loot it because we're not going to find, we don't find a can in here, so that's my mission right now, is to get a can. What I am going to do is go around behind this. So what we want to do is take that road right over there. And there's a tire right there. In fact, you know what? I'm going to grab that. I'm going On the way back, we might just... There's another cabin. There is nothing in that cabin, but there is an electric saw there. And this is the friendly barn. That's what we're going to call it, the friendly barn. I believe this is the side I want to be on. Nope, it's not. Go up here. Okay, down the back, jump over, and there's your bag space. Okay. Now to progress, we're down to only needing 12. That's 6 bags. 1, 2, okay? If you ever need, here's a place you can, you know, sleep, and you can sleep safely here. I've never had an instance where the infected went up the ladder. They will run around down here, they will go crazy, you will not sleep. They will make all kinds of noise, but you will be safe there from attack. If you really are getting your stamina and your fatigue is really bad, you're best to sleep during the daylight hours, and just collect stuff so that you can process it during the evening hours. Now there was it season 3, series 3. I built a house here, or was it series 2? No, it was series 3, I believe. It was really frustrating. Every time you open your inventory, you will need to re-hit tab to bring up this screen. We're down far enough. I'm going to take and consume one of these. That'll give us a little bit of hunger taken care of and quite a bit of thirst. And it took a period of time to eat, to consume, so that is what gave us our stamina back. Did I just go around to the back of the bad barn? I think I did. I think what I was looking for is up here a little further. Yep, there it is. Oh! I didn't even go in and get the, I was up there and I didn't grab the can. Ran right by it. See, that would be a benefit of, like, using Twitch. Okay, so let's, go through. Okay, so we're gonna put the gun away. What I was building over in this area with all the stumps, we cut all the stumps down. Well, all the ones you could, which was most of them, but not all of them. And once I did that, I built a house. Some update happened, and all the stumps came back. I cleared most of them again, and he did an update again, and all the stumps came back. And I was just frustrated. I was like, that's it, we're done. I mean, I want updates to happen. I understand that was just, you know, this is early access. There's a side effect to everything. It was just... The house I chose too, I was looking for the safety of the upstairs, and it and the safety of the upstairs, they do go upstairs. That's not why I chose it. Why I chose it was because they couldn't come through the windows. There's a rather ingenious solution to the windows for them coming through. Which we're going to build a cabin. I'm thinking I'm going to build a cabin, and I'm going to build it near the mine. Actually, that would only allow me to build... There we go. Another upgrade done. More matches. Yeah, we're going to take everything. This one will probably never come back to. I'm going to grab the saw as well. Only because... You know, like I said, this is kind of out of the way, so I wanted to grab all this while we were here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, this is going to take a long time if I have to keep going back and forth. Okay, so we're going to grab the fuel while we're here. Can. It always takes 5 minutes game time. And in taking 5 minutes, it gave me some stamina back, obviously. All I'm doing right now is stealing fuel. That gives us, well, that's 3 liters. That's plenty of fuel. I won't need any more fuel. We'll save a lot of these other locations for our later ravaging of the land. My primary focus here is to get to the vehicle. Having the vehicle will so speed up getting the rest of the bags. I've shot these videos, the one I shot that I didn't shoot, with me just running around and not recording even though I thought I was. I got the vehicle at the very last minute. This time we started in a location that kind of gave us access to stuff, so it just made more sense to grab the vehicle parts. At this point I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags to get. And we have about 2 hours or so to gather them in game time. I need to consume something here. What are we? How's our thirst? Our thirst is down. Actually, I think this is what I'm going to do again. The soda will give us almost a whole thirst bar back. So I'm kind of waiting to do that. Now this takes a long time to run. Once we have the vehicle, you'll see how much faster it is to go up and down this hill. There's a lot of chit-chat in forums and such about how sloppy the vehicles are and stuff. Let me tell you, from early on, the vehicles are so much better now. Alright. I believe this is the way to up the hill, so I want to go this way. I've pretty much learned the map in my mind. There are some maps starting to float around again. There were maps out, and then when he updated 3.0, the maps changed. I mean, things were in different locations and all kinds of crazy stuff, and it was wonderful because it was like a new game. You got to find everything again. But it was also frustrating because things you knew were certain places weren't there anymore. So, and one of the other beautiful things about the water bottle, see, the soda, you consume it. You open it, you consume it. There's no drink or don't drink. This, you can drink enough. Once you empty the soda can, it's gone completely. There is no can, there is no remnants of anything left over. When you consume all of the liquid in the water bottle, you will still have the water bottle. That's how you end up filling things up and getting yourself back to the fuel tank. Now, one thing you can do, you can actually leave this here and drive around with it in there. Gives you like another storage space. But that's for another time, I guess, when you start thinking about it. Now, one of the things I always do too is save before you get into a vehicle. Crazy things happen in vehicles. I've been driving down the road and had it flip over. And vehicles are so much better now than they used to be. But the reason it flipped over, I think, is there is like a hole in the map somewhere, and I hit it just right. It's not going to happen to everybody. Now, the turning radius is the turning radius of your person. Everything turns so tightly. I don't think I want to go that way. I think that way is the way to the other thing. I know this will get me back to the road, so that's the way we're going to go. Everything sounds like a diesel, too. Don't go too fast, it'll backfire on you. Spacebar is, it's the WSD for movement. Spacebar is a brake. Actually, it says it right over there. Now, there was a building right there on the left. There's not a lot of stuff in there. There's some bullets and stuff. It's definitely worth grabbing. Now, I always turn between these two signs. It's an area with no trees, and this lift is not so horrible. This is what they call the bad barn, or, the infected barn. There's a bunch of infected in it. And this is about where I turn. Get over here, through these. There's a couple of vehicles here. They can be looted, just like any other vehicles. Now I'm using my mouse to look around. It's getting late. I'm gonna have to, I'm not happy. We've actually taken more time than I expected to take. Now up here, there can be bears. I've never seen zero. So let's be... I've seen one, and I've seen up to 3. But this is a very important area. So we're gonna pull over here. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring up here and we're gonna sleep in this tower, I think, tonight. I'm just kind of trying to find the bear. Make sure you shut it off before you leave. I'm gonna get up here. Now, see the red tinge? It's the start of the evening. Okay, so there's more bag space. More tools. More stuff. More bullets. More bullets. More bullets. Actually, what time are we? We're at 17:37, so we've got, you know, minimum of probably an hour before it's dark. Alright, one of the things that's really good is right here. You want to get up on this, get up on this, and then get up on this, and there you go. There's that shotgun I was telling you about. Ammunition. And I moved the box right off the roof. Done. Put the shotgun on a quick bar. Haven't heard or seen the bear yet. So we're gonna run on over. Get up in the tower. Now I'm not taking this suitcase with me. I just took it out of the tower. We'll get to it later. We've pretty much finished up here. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. You make the wrong turn and you're gonna hit stuff, but the other thing too is it's gonna be hard to, yeah. Oop, always shut it off. Okay. So now we have a building here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to accept this as my location. Alright, I'm going to get rid of some of these sodas. I'm going to keep one of each. Get rid of this. Get rid of the biofuel because the biofuel will not stack. Bring this down. Up. This isn't going to stack, so let's get that out of there. Now these have 7. These have 7. These 3 all stack at 8. This stacks at 32, and this stacks at 16. So what I'm going to do first is, if you're going up to a hill and you don't have a weapon, save here. Make this your home. That way, if you die on the hill, you'll just respawn here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to... I don't want to do it here. I'm thinking we still have an hour's time. I'm going to go to the barn. The barn is the safest place. Like I said, I'm not going to get a whole lot of sleep there, but it's safe. Now, like I said, this is the bad barn. You want to come out here because this is actually very smooth. Further up, there's a bit of a hill, and I've rolled and gotten vehicles stuck on these hills. So, where is it? Oh, maybe it's right there. Or maybe it's not. Alright. Actually, there it is. It's much harder to see. It's less defined in the... Now this is the good barn. See how close those are? What we're going to do is kind of... get myself pointed back in that direction. And get out. Alright, we're going to go up here and we're going to take a nap. Now, unfortunately, the two sides are like a mirror of each other. So it's kind of hard to figure out which side is which. So number 7, take a nap. I'm sure I'll be awake before then. I heard something. Okay, so now we have... Oops. Nope, I want to... 7. Sleep. Gonna put 8 hours in here. That should get me to almost 5 o'clock. I'm hoping. Yep. Now I just have to really bide my time till 5 a.m. If you have sticks and stuff with you, gives you something to do for a few minutes. You can process them, and 5 o'clock comes. The birds start chirping again, and it's now safe to go outside again. Oh, and there's the shovel. I forgot about the shovel last time. When we ran by that twice, you know, could have grabbed the shovel. There's our vehicle. It doesn't brighten up for a little bit yet. All I'm doing is going to work my way back to the road. Woo! And I didn't save, so we're gonna need to do that really quick here. Okay. Out of the vehicle. Save game. I would have been very upset if we had just rolled the vehicle over there. You can usually, there is a jack that you can now make, and using the jack you can actually get your vehicle back on its proper side and all that. Later on you'll be able to build a sledgehammer. With a sledgehammer you'll be able to break some of these vehicles. The trucks, no. But some of the other vehicles you'll be able to break. I find it easiest to go into the motel than to try to pass through that section over there without on the outside of the motel. Now this is your first bandit camp here on the left. I am not going to slow down because they will shoot at you. And once you're clear of the bandit camp, you can come down here. A bit of a road. Now I'm going to turn this little bugger around. Alright. This has got infected in it. So you definitely want to avoid that. They will come outside. Ooh, gunpowder and a potato. Okay, so inside this outhouse is another pair of spots, another couple of bag spaces. I don't think there's anything up there, but we'll check. I am very into checking on top of everything now. I have found some cool stuff on top of some buildings. Alright. Now, this is in relation to that cabin. It's right there. And see that little white spot? That's a respawn. That's a spawn spot where you could have started out. Grab fuel out of this. Now you do consume fuel. There was a time when you didn't, and you may read some old posts or something, and there's 2 more bag spots where they say you don't consume fuel, but you do. At this point, you definitely do. It's not like lightning fast, but it does happen. I am going to leave this saw. Well, I'm going to grab that feather though. If you go over this hill here, there's a road to the bandit camp, and it'll also come out to the road where the stump house is. So, right now we have this cabin, which has got an infected in it. I think it's only got 1 left. You know what, we could actually, no, you know what, we might just as well. There's only 1? Wow. Sometimes you just have to get the right spot on these. things set on top of other things sometimes don't work so good. I don't know what it is. Wood scrap, and I didn't bring the crowbar. I didn't think I'd be getting inside of a building. Okay, so that has 8, so we're going to move that over because that's a full stack. This one has a full stack. This one has a full stack. Second saw, shovel. Move each of those so I can get rid of that. The potato is junk. I'm just going to drop that. Later on you can do things with the potato, just not now. I mean, its lifespan is very short. And we have some definite cool loot coming up. Gonna save here. This is a military base. It's at the intersection of 2 different roads. I'm not even gonna bother. Now, the first time I came here, I thought it was a bandit camp because it was being raided by bandits. So sometimes when you come here, there will be bandits here. Doesn't look like there are now, but there is a stagnant spawn for the M4. I have never not found it here. And there is the White House right there with the water tower next to it. The bag, ooh, there's a feather. Now, for those who don't know, the feathers are necessary in hunting arrows. And the hunting arrows will kill a bandit with 1 hit. And I'm not talking the head. I've actually hit one in the shoulder. I've hit one in the hand, and it kills them. There are some definite cool things in this camp. We're not raiding the camp right now. We are just getting the bag space. And then we're off. Yeah, I can't really pass up on the ammunition. You do not have to jump over this fence. It was a way of getting up on top to get the M4. You can run around just like I just did. And now this is, as I said, the White House. Oh, I thought that was an infected laying on the floor. You can make this your base. I did during what was that, episode 2 or season 4 or series 4. It was cool. Kind of now have been there, done that kind of thing, so I'm kind of not looking forward to doing it again. Okay, now this is a lesson. These right here have separate stuff in both sides. There's a lot to loot in here, so we'll be back. I do want to look and see. I am down to needing one bag. So we'll be going to the last spot, which is kind of near the mine, which is where we were at when we were at the hill, but there is no road from point A to point B. The only way to get there by road is this side. This is, if I seem like I'm correcting a lot, it's kind of like driving on ice. Okay, right here is another military base. What are we stuck on? Oh, that trash barrel. Okay, now be very careful here. Now, I said it was like really easy to flip these things over. Look at that. Crazy. I saved last where? I think going into the military base. Oh. We'll play with the jack at some point. I think what I'm going to do is grab this bag. We'll call it an episode, and I will then I'm dead. Ooh, I got away. Amazing. Alright, so this is how you would heal yourself. And that will actually make it heal faster. Running on it will cause you to increase. See it over on the right hand side, there's that little red bar rising and going down. It goes down when I'm walking normally, actually limping. When I'm running on it, that goes up. But the location that we wanted to go to is like right up here. Now, I might set up a raid camp or something over in that area, so the bandits will show up and I'll attack them. I don't know. Okay, so here's the last bag space. And now, our bags are complete. I am definitely not going to keep this game. We're definitely going to restart. And I'm not going to run around and grab all the bags first. I'm going to establish the base first. And there's a couple reasons for that. It's just, you know, I wanted to show everybody where the bags were in case, hey, I'm stuck. I've got like 4 bag spaces and I can't figure out where to get any more. This will help you find those. The car flipping over, yeah, that kind of had something to do with it. Because if I had the car, then it would be like, okay, well, where do I want to make my base? And I could drive the car there and do it. I'm not even set up to start doing the thing with making the jack. And the car is now crossed in front of the path to get from point A to point B, so it's really not a feasible game to save. We did find everything I was looking for. We found 3 different guns. We actually found a new location of the pistol, and I'm going to check it in my next video too. I want to make sure that it's there. That will be a very wonderful thing. I think we did pretty well, and I hope you learned something. I definitely learned something. And those bandits are no joke. This will kind of give you an idea of how much a can of soda would give you for liquid. Like 3/4 of your bar. So, yep. But it consumes the can as well. Maybe sometime in the future you'll just get a piece of scrap from that. That would be nice. Or maybe you'll get like a can, and after you get like 5 cans stacked up, maybe you can take and create a scrap from that. I don't know. But, well, like I said, if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, think about subscribing, and we'll be back with a new video, and we're going to take and set up a base. I'm not sure where we're going to set it up this time. But, I've got 3 different places. I'm thinking where you can get the water drugs. In front of the mine, there's a couple of spots where you can set it up. And I don't know, I think I might just put an outpost there. You know, put a cabin there and store some stuff there and kind of work out of that area. But have my base somewhere else. And the 3rd place, well, there's something that I only discovered last series, and it's like a schoolhouse. It would be difficult because I'd actually have to build 2 walls to climb ladders just to get to where the base would be. It would be actually rather close to the city. So I don't know. I don't think that's going to play into it. I think it's going to be... It may just end up being that cabin with a outpost at the mine. But anyway, like I said, if you did enjoy the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't, consider subscribing, and I will see you soon.